Viva, viva, viva. Vamos dar uma olhada. Tem muita coisa a acontecer positiva for the blockchain. Ah, já notei que no grupo o ânimo está assim baixo, mas agora é para fazer aquelas perguntas key questions, né? Fazer as perguntas mais as perguntas profundas para ver se conseguimos entrar no cofre do que quando o bull market chegar, já sabe, né? Entramos naquela rotina de take profit. Mas agora é um dos melhores momentos para ver o que está acontecendo no meio do mercado, o que está acontecendo nos outros países, qual é o rate de adoption, o que a mídia está a falar. So aqui eu tenho alguns articles, we're going to go through it, see what's going on overall, and at the end of the whole, you know, this whole Shalon, I'm gonna give my opinion. All right. Okay, cool. First, we're gonna take a look at this article that came out 3 hours ago. Singapore financial watchdog considered further restrictions on cryptocurrency. Now, before we get any conclusions, let's just read. I put it right. I think it was right here. All right, cool. So the financial watchdog said that recent events likely refer to extreme volatility in the price of major cryptocurrency, including Bitcoin, BTC, highlighted the risk of crypto investment. Isso todo mundo já sabe, não todo mundo, para aqueles que conhecem o mercado da cripto, nós sabemos que é uma área muito arriscada. On June 30, the MAS reprimanded Three Arrows Capital. Como vocês sabem, Three Arrows Capital tinha muita leverage dentro do mercado da crypto for allegedly providing false information exceeding assets under management threshold. The Singapore-based company may be facing liquidation into report it failed to meet margin calls for its lenders. É o que eu estava aqui a dizer, né? Three Arrows Capital, eles no mercado da cripto tinham muita leverage, investiram em muitas empresas e dentro da cripto, pegando loans em outras plataformas que dão loans e também tirando loans via dos bancos e investir e aumentando os seus riscos em muitas novas empresas que abriram em 2021. So, como vocês sabem, eu vou pôr o link de todos os artigos por baixo do vídeo para quem quer ler todo o article, vai ter o link aí por baixo do vídeo. Só queria mencionar essa parte que é importante, porque era para saber o que está acontecendo com a Celsius. A Celsius também vem linked com 3 Arrows Capital. A Celsius fez o they lend a large amount of money to 3A Capital as well, and you know, as we know, Celsius is going down. BlockFi was about to go down, but apparently FTX is going to buy it. I don't know if that happened yet, but you know, we'll see. Okay, the next article is, does the metaverse need blockchain to ensure widespread adoption? Perfect. You know, on my research, I asked the same question. You know, before you invest, you gotta ask the real question. Do we need the blockchain? In certain categories, you know, that we are our daily life, we probably don't need the blockchain. Probably we don't need cryptocurrency, you know. So this is a great question to ask. And I like what this professor from Stanford said. Here it is. Do we need a blockchain for the metaverse? Bailing some founder of Stanford Virtual Human Interaction Lab recounted the coin telegraph. The consensus was that the metaverse could exist without the blockchain. E aqui eles dão algum exemplo. As an example, Belson offer up metaverse pioneer Second Life, founded in 2003, which has 70 million current registered account, and it's adding another 350,000 new account each month to its online multimedia platform. So, isso é uma empresa de jogos, como vocês sabem, empresas de jogos são centralizadas, mas a pergunta aqui é metaverse, do we need the blockchains for the metaverse? As an example, or the Second Life, this gaming company that created this metaverse, it looks like we might not need the metaverse because 70 million current registered account, that's a lot, and they added another 350,000 account each month. So it's not every year, each month they increasing the users for a large amount of people using the platform. So its online multimedia platform, Second Life, has developed a robust economy where digital assets are bought and sold. The typical GDP of Second Life is about $500 million each year. That's a lot. And the world runs robust without using the blockchain. So the metaverse que essa companhia Second Life created não usa blockchain, é centralizada e mas as pessoas estão a usar. É metaverse, as pessoas estão a usar. Agora, a pergunta é, para uma grande adoption para o jogo e outras funções que a metaverse vai play, do we need a blockchain to adopt, for everybody to adopt, or we don't need it? That's a great question. I'll tell you my opinion as soon as we finish up this. So could the next iteration of the internet exist without the blockchain technology? Asked Tanya, even professor at the Penn State University, Dixon Law School. Yes, it could. She told the Cointelegraph, after all, distribute decentralized ledger and cryptographic secure assets, including smart contracts, are now only part of the Web3 technologies, along with AI, 3D printing, VR, virtual reality, augmented reality, the Internet of Things, IoT, and others. This is a great article. So just all you guys to read, especially because we all think the metaverse could be the biggest thing for the next bull run. I still think it could be the biggest thing. My thing is that centralized platforms have they have this time limit. There's this they can go so far. You know what I mean? We have so many examples. One of them is Facebook. Facebook got to a number that they could not surpass. As soon as it hit that, it just stopped. He just kept going down. So, and then we invented, we got we got Instagram. Instagram, the same thing. And then the Instagram, we jumped to TikTok. So you see what happens when you have a centralized platform. Exactly, has a time limit. You know what I mean? So when we look at a metaverse and we look at a blockchain doesn't have a time limit. It's something that it can expand, and there's not really something that could stop to spend, because it's decentralized. It can spread like a virus in an instant. I think the metaverse doesn't need the blockchain, but if we do want the blockchain, and if we are looking in a wider space, we want the whole world to be connected. through the metaverse or through whatever technology that we're gonna utilize using the blockchain. I think the blockchain is a way higher tech to allow that the metaverse to expand and the metaverse to really connect it and be part of the Web3. So my opinion, you know, I done a lot of research on that, so I haven't finished yet. Every day picking up something new. So I still believe that the metaverse needs the blockchain for us to expand and everybody really be connected within this world or this not ending bubble, you know, that we can call it the blockchain. Because the cool thing is that the using the blockchain tech, you can connect so many things in one thing. I don't know if I'm making sense. It's like you can connect the metaverse, the gaming, the NFTs, the D5, you know, you can connect so many things. I know they created a metaverse that they have a um a money market. They sell things, but at the end of the day, if you look at it, they don't have a currency that that can be expanded through different gaming. You know what I mean? But when you look at if you utilize the blockchain, when you create something within a blockchain, a game or a metaverse, you can connect it to any metaverse, to any game, to anything that is within the blockchain. So it's very cool knowing that there's no limit. You know, there's no limit to how can you communicate with the software using the blockchain. Cool. So let's take a look at a different article here. I think that's the same one. Let me just take a look real quick. Did I just? Yeah. All right. All right. That's the same one. We just gonna skip that. Go to a different one. Okay. Finch lower El Salvador rating due to Bitcoin adoption. As you know, since El Salvador has adopted Bitcoin as a legal tender, they've been they've been attacked for so many different ways, um, uh, different uh, organization that want to just them to come back and you know and depending that because at the end of the day, you know, El Salvador using Bitcoin as a as a they reserve currency is it doesn't play to give for the people that actually control the whole money market, the whole system, the whole financial system. And one of them is the IMF, is the BIS, you know, and they've been just scrutinizing the El Salvador to just to give it up, give it up. You say, look, this Bitcoin thing is not, you know, it's very volatile. It won't help you guys. You better just give up and come back to us, come back to Poppy. So um something I just wanted to read it right here is as you know you have the chance to read it up. Okay, so additionally, El Salvador increased short-term debt and perceived by Finch to cripple the government's ability to pay its overall debt, which expand the risk of rollover, with nearly 1.3 billion due to August, September, October. Finch mentions that financial strain will be more difficult for the countries to deal with. As you know, countries, they have debt, and on this particular article, they say that Finch rating El Salvador as CCC because they decided to put Bitcoin as their reserve currency. So, if you look behind that, why are they doing that? There's always the big guys behind it, because they don't like that you're coming at their pocket. So El Salvador, um, Bitcoin is going to this volatile, this bear market. So it's a good chance for them to squeeze El Salvador to come back to their pocket, and you know, and 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 just leave Bitcoin. But Bitcoin has a bright future for those people and those countries that know how to deal with it at this time when it's very volatile. You know, they'll be doing pretty good. But right now it's volatile. They want to destroy it. They want to destroy the whole crypto market. They want to just utilize a little bit of the technology so they can use on CBDC, as we know, the stable coin, the central bank stable coin. So yeah, it's a fight. You gotta fight. The fight is not gonna end right now, but I'll tell you one thing: crypto is the future, and one thing is that um, DeFi is the future. When I say DeFi is the future, I'm looking at stable coins, and because it's so easy for you to do a transaction using stable coins, which utilize the blockchain. It's very fast, very secure. It's unbelievable. There's no way we later on we can adopt that. I think there's a lot of people, expert in this area. I'm not an expert in that, but there's a lot of people that's saying that the first regulation that's gonna come in on the crypto market, it will be on stable coins. And I believe, yeah, because the whole thing, the whole blockchain, the whole cryptocurrency is around the DeFi, it's around the stable coin. The liquidity is all, around that. All right, so let's take a look. This article, very interesting. IMF recommended eco-friendly CBDC and non-POW mechanism for payment. That's interesting that IMF has been trying to fight crypto. They've been trying to. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. It's interesting. They launched so many papers, in terms of you know they launched a lot of paper looking at a looking at a crypto market. They analyze it the way they think it is, and you know they think they do think is the future, but they look in a different way. You know, they want to cook it in a different way. All right, for those that don't know what a POW is, POW, for those that are in a crypto market, is you do need to know what a POW is, which is proof of work. Is what powers the Bitcoin, and it's other currencies. And then we still have a couple of cryptocurrencies that do use POW. Most they want to go to proof of stake, as you know, right? But you do need to know what a POW is. It's a must. Ethereum is still using POW. As we know, Ethereum is about to do the merge, the so-called merge, which will go from POW to POS, which is proof of stake. All right. Okay. So, and what IMF is saying here, as you know, the title, IMF recommended eco-friendly CBDC. As you know, CBDC is the central bank digital currency, and non-POW mechanism for payment. So they don't want a decentralized mechanism. Proof of stake, yeah, it is the centralized. It is centralized in a way, but a POW proof of work that we need miners is way decentralized, is way secure than a POS. I do need to do a little more research on that because I think the tech is getting way better now. So we'll see. We'll see. I might take a look at that. So we might just write up a paper on a POW versus a POS. All right. If you guys want that, just let me know. We'll we'll take some time to just take a look at that. All right. So let's just scroll down, and a very interesting chart. The IMF put it right here. So this is just for you guys to know the energy consumption per transaction in kilowatts per hour. We got credit cards, we got permissionless non-POW DLT, permissionless non-POW DLT as well, permissionless POW DLT. So and then you have the description here on the side. So you can see credit cards, they're not credit cards. When you use credit cards, they do consume 0.01 almost to 0.01. You can see here they try to just they try to just squeeze the POW thing, saying that it consumes a lot of energy, but that's not true. But we'll just take a look what the chart says. Right now, the permissive non-POW DLT it seems like consumes less energy than the permissive POW DLT. So they say in Bitcoin or on the tech that we use, every cryptocurrency or crypto that uses POW consumes a lot of energy. That's what they in simple words. That's what he says. All right. So don't really believe that, based on my the research that was done. And there's a lot of research now that was done because of remember 2021, there was this wave of attacking Bitcoin or the crypto miners that they consume too much energy, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of paper that was done and proving that they actually don't consume that much energy that they describe here. Okay, so just gonna read two quotes here that I found it very interesting. There's one. Okay, I was just missing here. Okay, right here. In particular, Bitcoin, the best known application of this type, is estimated to conserve much energy, about 144 TWh, terawatt hour per year. Also, a scalability solution reduce the energy cost per transaction. They did not reduce the overall energy spending. Well, there's other evidence, there's other study that shows that that's not really true. But this is for you to actually go in and do some research and kind of find out if you do want to find out that, right? Okay. One more thing I want to read that before we skip to the other one. It's IMF also pointed out that the policymaker will consider the mainstreaming of crypto or CBDC. So, the war is that it's crypto versus CBDC. Are we using crypto or are we using the central bank's digital currency? Governments, they always want to enforce to use what they have. There will be a very struggle, but I think crypto will survive. I think crypto could work with CBDC. We'll see, because there's so many projects. The is not DeFi. We have gaming, we have NFTs. So the only thing is that crypto wants to have its own ecosystem, its own money within this project that's brought it up in the crypto. So, but as we know, governments, they have all other plans, and they don't really want the people to use their own money. You know, they want to control, so they'll create their own stable coin or their own currency that they're gonna enforce you to use, and that's it. Okay, CBDCs by weighting the environment impact of the technology underlines design. It's estimated that the global payment system annual energy consumption stands at a 47.3 TWh, which means, based on what they say right here, it's actually will be cheaper in terms of energy consumption, roughly matching the yearly consumption of the economies like Portugal and Bangladesh. Yeah. Well, we could take a look at that. Okay, let's keep on now. Um, this other article, very interesting. CBDCs can kill private crypto. India RBI deputy government to IMF. Very interesting with this deputy here from India's governor said to IMF, one of the reasons it is so successful is because it's simple. It's true. You know, it's simple. If we take a look at in terms of payment, you guys know, you get a wallet, other people has a wallet, or the company that sells a good has a wallet. You just transfer that to their wallet as fast as that. It's fast. The blockchain confirms. It's very easy. I know there's so many things within the DeFi that is not easy to use, but when we talking about payment system or payment or transaction, making a transaction, buying goods or sending money to somebody, yeah, that's when the blockchain shines. There's no way it's easy. You know what I mean? I know if you have a credit card, you go, you pass that, you insert your card, you punch your code, and all that stuff is cool. But it's not that secure as the blockchain using the POW, using even POS as well. It's fast as well, using your card and stuff. But we are in an era that we want comfortable. We want to be comfortable and do those things without having to go to a place in sort of our card and being subject to get defrauded when you put your PIN and stuff like that. Yeah. So there's so many good information here in this article as well. So if you guys want to take a look, I'm gonna put the link on below the video here. All right. So Quail surprised Central African banks called the CAR for Bitcoin adoption. CAR is the Central African Republic adoption crypto. There's something here I want I think highlighting somewhere here. Nope. All right, so yeah, I highlighted, but he missed it here. It's not here. So okay, so what am I looking for? There's a see a quote that it tells you the whole article. He summons the whole article here. So it's where is it? All right, I think that this is it. Okay, see it right here. Okay, so Glory, the founder of Hive Clear, a Bitcoin beach inspired refugee project in neighboring Congo, told Cointelegraph that the CFA makes the whole country dependent. Mama Bitcoin, the first person in Senegal to accept Bitcoin as a payment, told Cointelegraph that the CFA is made in France and is for a one of a better world colonize money. So, and in simple, what he says that, crypto payments or Bitcoin as a payment came to free the enslaved system that depends on different system as well. In this case, say France, they do control their money. So Bitcoin came and as a payment, you don't need the colonial money. So that's pretty much it. All right, so let's take a look. Different article. I think we don't want to expand the video to be too long as well. Cambridge University launched crypto research project with the IMF and BIS. All right, so as you know, they invested a lot. They really want to get the CBDC up and running as soon as they can. So, yeah. Here it is. It's something I want to read just right here. As it is core mission, the CDAB intends to enable evidence-based public dialogue about the opportunities and risk associated with the growing cryptocurrency adoption. The program will be focused on three main areas, including crypto environmental implications, infrastructure, digital assets, including stable coins, central bank digital currency, and cryptocurrency. As I told you before, look what the first thing they mentioned here included stable coins. I think I think one of the persons I saw that talked about the first regulation that's going to come to cryptocurrency will be on stable coins. I think it was Kevin O'Leary. You got to give it to the man. And they keep talking about stable coins. I think that's what they're going to focus first, and then, as you know, CBDC, the central bank digital currency. That's the main thing. They kind of want the whole stablecoin market within the cryptocurrency to be switched to CBDC, to the crypto, to the currency. All right. So the next one is a Peter Schiff. Bank closure strengthens Bitcoin case for financial freedom. Yeah, there's a lot of banks, guys. I'm going to show you a couple that are here. There's a lot of bank closing, lots of bank closing. This is just kind of strength the whole Bitcoin, the whole crypto market. Give us more props, it's something that is decentralized. It's something that is very secure. It's something that is very, has store value. There's only 21 million. You can't create it more than that. Here's Peter Schiff said, despite no evidence of crime, Puerto Rico regulators closed my bank anyway with the net capital issue rather than allow a sale to a highly qualified buyer, promising to inject capital far exceed regulation minimum. As a result, accounts are frozen, customers may lose money. Yeah, see what it is. And as we know, Peter Schiff is one of the guys that they've been bashing a lot on crypto, especially on Bitcoin. He says it's going to zero, it's garbage, So, but what happens to his bank is just another boost for the Bitcoin. It's another boost for the Bitcoin because, the regulators, they can come in and shut it down. It's impossible, guys. and look at that. It even says that it costs a fortune to run a small bank. And that's why I never really made any money. The compliance costs are outrageous. So, yeah. Okay, so now we'll take a look take a look at CBDC. This article. I'm going to show you guys what's going on in the banks behind the scenes. The main media won't tell you guys what's going on. Like this, there's a lot of evidence that the banks are closing down. The system is collapsing, guys. CBDC is not crypto will be cornerstone of future monetary system. BIS says. For those that don't know what a BIS is, you might be thinking, what the hell is BIS? BIS is Bank for International Settlements. They are like brothers, IMF and BIS. They work together. Those are the guys that they pretty much they have their hands everywhere. All right. So a 42-page chapter in the Bank for International Settlements annual economic report envisions a future where programmability and tokenization are built on top of the central bank digital currency. So what you're seeing is IMF and BIS, they've been pushing for CBDC, which is the central bank digital currency, but not looking at the local banks, the local branches. Not, what I mean? It looks like they want to just cut the middleman, which is the banks, and just the central banks will now be dealing with the consumers, the people directed to, without having the middleman, has which is our banks. Yeah. So this has been going on. It's just they've been talking about that. They've been trying to get that out of in a month. All right, so all right. Let's go. All right, so BIS, we got banks, Bitcoin holdings should be capped. This committee for proposal holding of unbanked crypto like Bitcoin algorithmic stablecoin will be limited to 1% of the lender's capital under the standard set of new plans to put out for consultation Thursday. So they want to shut down those crypto platforms. They give you a percentage, like Celsius, Nexo, BlockFi. There's so many other. They want to shut that down because that's really what they call the M-backed bank. One more here. Governments may be restricted foreign access to their CBDCs. Recent crypto bloodbath is not necessarily bad. Regulators say it is bad. Come on, man. I'll show you guys why it's bad. It is really, really bad. Yeah, it's bad. CBDC, not crypto, will be cornerstone for the future monetary system. This actually we read that before. So, all right, we'll jump in to a report they put out, the BIS, the Bank for International Settlements. They put up a report number 56 that says blockchains, scalability, and fragmentation of crypto. This is a very, very interesting, and with lots of what they, you call, they found is what they actually discovered based on their research. So I'm not gonna go through all the points that they made up here. I'm just gonna show you this that I found it very interesting. So I'm gonna post the link as well for this PDF. So if you do want to take a look, what the people that control our system, what they thinking. So it's a good way to start thinking. Okay, so Here, what we're looking at, we're looking at blockchain, crypto, and DeFi. Once again, guys, DeFi, just stable coins. If we look at layer one networks, what they're looking at, Terra, which is done, Avalanche, Solana, Ethereum, Binance, Phantom, and Troll. So fragmentation of layer one networks in the centralized finance. If you look at it, pretty much 50% of the layer one's networks that in DeFi is Ethereum. Ethereum's control 50% or more. I could probably say more than 50%. So, and then we got the second chart that we got here is as transactions are near the limit, gas fees on Ethereum spike. As you can see, it just destroyed the whole thing, man. It actually got to $400 that this says the average gas price is $400 right here. It actually got way expensive than that. So, the third one is period of congestion followed by growth of other blockchain. As Ethereum gets congested, it's a whole opportunity for the other layer ones to start to shine. And we have an example who got that opportunity. We were at the bull market, as you know. There's a lot of layer ones that people have overlooked. And as soon as Ethereum was getting congested and the fees was getting very expensive, especially when we got the bull run for NFTs, what happens is that Solana showed up. Solana just started pumping. Avalanche pumping as well. Even Binance when started the smart contract and Terra, those bastards. All right, guys. All right, let's take a look at different. Barclay to close 132 branches in 2022. 15 more closures announced. Find out if your local bank branch will be shutting down your doors this year. Hey guys, 132 branches in 2022. This is what's going. This is what happened right now. The banks are closing. Banks. We're talking about big banks. They're closing now. They're closing, guys. They are closing. They're shutting down the little ones for, the small ones are gonna go fast. And we see Peter Schiff banks, they just destroy it. And they're gonna do that for the small ones. And then, eventually the technology, the market, they're gonna squeeze the big ones. All right, right here. Here we have it's not all the banks, it's not all the banks. How many banks branches have closed since 2015? Here we just got a quick read. Banks in buildings, societies have closed or scheduled to closure of 5,449 branches since January the 2015 rate of around 54 each month. So every month, 54 branches are closing. Along with the rest of the figures in this article, it's included branches at 20 major currency account provider. So Lloyd Banks Group, made up of Lloyd Banks, Halifax, Banks of Scotland, it shut down 770 sites, rising to 858 in 2022. So just summing the whole thing, 2020, there's more bank closing and things just getting really bad. So it's not just crypto, guys. It's actually the whole system is collapsing. So crypto has a great opportunity to just scoop up this whole mess and get people to start taking a real look at cryptocurrency. See why, if we utilize this blockchain technology the way it's supposed to, and we can solve this whole mess that's happening right now. So here's a chart that says which banks are losing the most. So you can take a look. Not every bank is here, so let's go through a different one, guys. Here it is. U.S. banks start off in 2022 with 165 net branch closure in January. So here at the bottom, you see most of the U.S. banks. You got total active branches, net closings, openings and closing as well. This is just January. It's not the whole thing. You gotta here back. You got a region trend of monthly branches net closing across U.S. bank as well. All right. So cool, very cool, very cool. Not cool, you know, not cool at all. Okay, list of failed banks 2009 to 2022. So here it is, U.S. bank failure. There's the longest period between U.S. bank failure since 1933. So there's a lot more data here if you want to take a look in terms of the banks that fail. Bank failure cost to deposit insurance fund. You have an estimated here how much when the bank is closed, how much money the people lose. Not really the bank lose any money. Is normally the Federal Reserve comes and they got this imaginary checks in the pockets. Okay, here's my favorite, one of my favorite websites to take a look what's going on with the BTC prices and season. As you know, as you as you know, I keep coming back here. And I want to show you something very interesting, guys. Very. If you remember back in the days, we had the holdings still cheap, accumulating, buy. Now we are basically a fire sale, which means every time the crypto market comes to this blue line here, it's a fire sale, which is means that the crypto is very cheap right now. So that doesn't mean you're gonna FOMO here. Do your research. It's gonna take a while for us to come back to the top, unless there's yeah, the global economy gets so bad that the central banks they have to step in and start making the rates cheaper again, so we can get some lines of credit very cheap and then start spending. So if that happens, we're gonna have a rally. It could be a big rally as well, but I don't think it will be sustainable. I think it's gonna come back here at the lows before we can go next run. So, if we take a look here, here's the halving. The halving is every 4 years. We got a bull market and a bear market. So right now we are 2022. We expect 2024 us to start another bull run. So, as you can take a look here, we the latest halvings that we got was in 2020, and we got a couple of months, was a year that the Bitcoin was just going sideways, and then at the end of the 2020 we start pumping. Bitcoin just got from 10,000, start going up. So if you look at again on the harvest 2026, Bitcoin was 651. That haven't happened, and then it's just move us sideways for a couple of almost a year as well, and then we start going up. The same thing here that haven't happened back in 2012, and then move sideways for a while. Not as long as that was 2016, and then it was the most violent bull market. And this bull market of 2021 wasn't that violent. Uh, the previous one was 2017 was way bigger than the 2021, which means that the next bull market could be very violent, because I believe in my because a lot of people got this real sweet taste what happened in this bull market in 2021. So a lot of people is expecting that things when it come back, they're gonna make a lot of money. So a lot of people wanna come in fast, FOMO in, all that stuff. So it, I expect that the bull market in 2024 will be very, very violent. And it might depends. We never know most the macro economy, the condition we're gonna find ourselves in. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, guys. This is it. This is all just a quick overall see what's going on in the market. So I want you guys to know that there's a real case for crypto here. There's a real case for the crypto market to really solidify their ground. So don't bear markets happen in every market and every asset category. Bear markets come in and go, and then come and go. So steadfast, keep doing your research, man. I think when the bull market comes in, just fold your hands and start taking your profits, man. All right, guys. I'm gonna link all this article to the video. Hopefully, shine some light on this very bad bear market that's happening. So, a lot of people saying it's not too bad. It is bad. Look at this. We are very at the lowest low. So it's very bad. He could even go lower. He could get lower. So yeah, but it happens, guys. We went very fast to the top, and then normally when that happens, you come down, crashing back in 2017. It happened, same thing. We went up very fast, and we come down very fast as well. So yeah, so it's a bear market, guys. Um, you know, go back to your studies in terms of DCA, and yeah, stay strong, guys. All right, I'll see you guys